Hiya, welcome back to another Marky-mark video. Everything's really expensive at the moment, and I wanted to do a quick video to showcase several things that I've implemented in my setup, which might help you, things that I've discovered on the internet. But there are just three cheap things that that you might find interesting and you might want to implement yourself. Things are really expensive, but anything to do with any hobby really, whether it's fishing, whether it's you know, cars, golf, whatever, there's always like really expensive add-ons, accessories, top of the range gizmos, etc, etc. So all I wanted to do is just share three things which might be of help to you in your audio hobby, your audio vinyl collecting hobby. First thing is shelving and storage. So I'm going to just show you some of my collection here, and we've got the famous Ikea shelving here, which is fantastic. I don't know what it's called, but there's two lots. They're bolted together, and the records fit beautifully on there. But one thing that I have noticed is that the records are quite far back, and when you put them in, they're up against the behind wall. There's no backing on these cabinets. So what I've discovered on the internet is what you can get really cheaply from your builders merchants for about £1 is insulation pipe, about £1.50. This is insulation pipe covering, and all you do is you measure it and you cut it with a sharp knife, dead easy. You pop it at the back, okay, so that your records are not just flush against the rear wall, but they are actually, there we go, what's this now? That's my Bachstarker. Yeah, so there we are. And it just, what happens is, the records sit nicely, not give it a little bit of air at the back, but they just sit nicely, and they're all uniform, so you're not just trying to find them all kind of at different levels on your shelf, but the pipe just helps to make it uniform and brings them out slightly so you can see them better on your shelf. Okay, that's the first hack. Really cheap, about £1.50, so maybe what, $1.80 in the States, something like that. Right, the second, it's a bit rough and ready this, so sorry about this. The next hack is around what they call now playing stands. Now I've seen on all sorts of basically a now playing stand is a stand for your album cover when you're playing your record, and it just brightens up the room. You can put an album there, and it can be a talking point. And I've seen them for like 40-50 quid, you know, sort of maple made, walnut or whatever it is. But in the same place I bought that, that's the hardware shop, which in the UK is B&Q, you can get these. I'll just take Court and Spark off, Jenny Mitchell. These wicked things, £7.50 I think they were, or £7.99, and it's a magnetic shelf really. I think they're designed to fit on sides of fridges, put your keys on. It's made of a really hard, I think it's like a bamboo composite. It is beautifully made actually for what it is. But yeah, £7.50. So the 40-50 quid MoFi audio whatever now playing stands, pretty much completely, well, I'm not, I think that's just a ridiculous amount of money, but these are like £7.99 I think from B&Q, and the colour of them is great. It sort of fits in with the rest of my furniture, and it's really secure as well, and I've never had a problem. You can put 3 or 4 records on there as well if you've got them stacked up ready to play. So that's my tip number 2. Nice, cheap and cheerful and good looking now playing stand. Okay, the third thing I wanted to show you everybody in the sort of vinyl community hobby, or most people know about the Ikea butcher blocks. So for isolating turntables or loudspeakers or whatever, I've seen people spray paint these. They're made of the same sort of material as the now playing stand, a sort of hard bamboo composite. They look fantastic because I think they look great. They're sort of beveled on every side. Some people sand them down. There is an Ikea emblem, but it's at the back. But what these do really is to sort of, for me personally, I like to raise the soundstage slightly. I've got my Gaia ISO Acoustic 3s there. There's the feet on my speakers, but these help to sort of isolate any kind of unwanted vibration. They help to sort of dampen down. I've got a nice big thick piece of marble there, which I managed to get from somebody was getting rid of it, and I got it cut up, and so it helps greatly to just try and steady the speakers. But yeah, so anyway, so I don't know what it's called in Ikea. I think it was about £8, £9. It's a butcher's block. A lot of people use them. There's really no need to put... Well, some people swear by spending a hell of a lot of money on these things, but to be honest, the Ikea butcher blocks are really, really good. You can set your also, if you got spikes. I had some spikes on my Pro Axe, but went for the feet in the end. And it doesn't look too bad. It kind of fits in with the colour of that sort of light oak colour. And that was it, really. There's 3 things that you could do, you could implement. Just a few ideas, really. Cheap as chips. And they work really, really well. So until the next video, see you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.